I'm Joe with Corteco Air. Allergy season is right around the corner here in Northeast Ohio, so in this video we're going to talk about cabin air filters. We'll talk about what cabin air filters are and why they're important. We'll go over some of the different types of cabin air filters, as well as some differences between OE and aftermarket parts, and we'll show you an example of a typical cabin air filter removal and installation. First, I want to just give you a brief introduction into Corteco Air. Air is the brand of Freudenberg filtration. Freudenberg designs and manufactures parts for every major OE vehicle brand. In fact, 1 out of every 2 vehicles on the road is equipped from the factory with a Air filter. And Freudenberg actually created the first cabin air filter ever to be included in production vehicles with the 1989 Mercedes-Benz SL Roadster. Corteco is the aftermarket brand for Air. Through Corteco, you get the same OE design and performance, as well as some unique product innovations thanks to our OEM manufacturing facilities. What's unique about Corteco is that we control the design and manufacturing processes from start to finish. So what are cabin air filters? Every modern passenger vehicle is equipped with one of these filters. They're designed to filter out harmful pollutants such as dust and pollen from your vehicle's HVAC system so that you and your passengers can breathe good, clean air. It's recommended that you replace your vehicle's cabin filter once every 3 months or so, or at about the same time that you get your regular oil change. Okay, so here we have 3 different types of cabin air filters. The first type is the particle filter. This is most often the design that you see right out of the factory. Basically, the particle filter will filter out particulates the size of 10 microns or larger. Particulates of this size include dust, some pollens, as well as some types of bacteria. Some important features of cabin air filters include the number of pleats, because the more pleats equates to greater filtering surface area, which in turn provides greater efficiency in both airflow and filtration. A second is the filter media. Freudenberg's patented non-woven filter material provides greater durability, which will help retain the shape and spacing of the pleats and resist moisture absorption from humidity. Both of these qualities will ensure that your HVAC system is circulating air at maximum efficiency. The next type of cabin air filter is the carbon, or Corteco's Combi filter. These types of filters will filter the same size dust, pollen, and bacteria as a standard particle filter, but also add in an activated carbon layer that will help trap odors, keeping your vehicle smelling clean. Lastly, we have a Corteco Air innovation called the Blue Filter. The Blue Filter contains 4 layers of filtration. In addition to trapping odors like the Combi filter, it will filter out particulates down to 2.5 microns in size. These particulates include emissions from gas and oil, pollution from burning wood, construction and factories, allergens, and even some airborne viruses and viral particles, all of which can have serious adverse effects on your health. The Blue Filter would be especially beneficial to those who suffer from seasonal allergies. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now is a typical cabin air filter removal and installation. Here we're working with a Volkswagen GTI Mark 6, but this should also be the same installation for all the Golf Mark 6 variants. So the first step of this process is to locate the 2 plastic thumb screws that hold in the filter cover. And you'll just remove these 2 thumb screws. And that will allow you to pull the filter cover, which is like a cloth material. And expose the filter housing. And the way that you remove this plastic filter housing is to just simply slide it towards the passenger side of the vehicle and it'll pop right off. And that will allow you to remove the old filter. And you can see that this filter hasn't been changed in quite some time, so there's a lot of debris and dirt buildup in between the pleats. So this is potentially bad for your vehicle because that will definitely lower your efficiency of your HVAC system. So now we're just going to take our new filter, in this case it's a Corteco Blue Filter, and we're going to install this basically in the same way that we pulled the old one out. The nice thing is that Corteco includes installation instructions inside the box of every cabin air filter in case you have any difficulty. Okay, so basically what you want to do is just take your new filter, pay attention to what direction the filter is supposed to be facing before you put it in the vehicle, and then we're just going to carefully fit it inside the vehicle. Okay, once the filter's installed, then you're just going to take the plastic housing and fit it up through the notches, and then just slide it towards the driver's side to lock it into place. Okay, finally, the last step then will just be to replace the cloth covering and replace the 2 plastic thumb screws, and that'll complete the installation. Thanks for taking the time to watch our video. We hope that you found it informative and learned something new about cabin air filters. And just a reminder to change your cabin air filters about once every 3 months or every time you get your oil changed.